Greeting travelers in Koi Koi. Let's do a little introduction. To make it more easier for everyone, I'm gonna be using my smallest form, which is this one, a little fish. Alright, let's do this. So for starter, my name is actually Shinya, but you can also call me Shin, it's fine with me. I don't get upset at that. I'm currently our age from over 100 years old. My birthday is actually on April 2. My race is actually a koi, but I transcended into a dragon. I will be explaining that a little bit later. As for my koi type, I'm actually a Girin Kikokuryu butterflies, which mean I have like big fins and stuff like that. If you want to have a little video in action, I kind of look like this. And yes, I've been filmed without being told. The audacity. This is my form. As for the language, I mostly speak English, but I can also speak French. French is my first language. I do know a little bit of other language, but not enough to actually make a full-on conversation. And by that, what I mean is that I know a little bit of Chinese, a little bit of Japanese, I know a little bit of Italian, a little bit of Spanish, a little bit of Russian, a little bit of Filipino language, but it's like very small. But if, for example, I have to read a text, sometimes I will just be able to read a bunch of stuff because I do know a little bit of the language. So that's how the language I have is mostly gonna be just English and French. And so please don't write me in the other language, I will not be able to read them. Alright, let's go to the second one. So for the reason why I'm actually over 100 years old is the fact that I actually had a goal because I was inspired by someone to actually go to the Dragon Gate, which is very far. So to actually achieve that, I do have to go upstream a very tall waterfall. Luckily, I do have a little bit of plateau when I actually go to these waterfalls, but they are still very hard each time. And each difficulty always just get higher and higher. And that's pretty... what is currently in the stream is literally just what I had to actually go through, and the reward was amazing because I was actually able to become a dragon. Even though I was a little bit hurt as I actually did finish. I was saved by one of the celestial dragons, so that's why I'm actually still alive in a way. But one of my little issues is the fact that I'm very small. Main reason is because my chi is pretty much very low because of my personal injury that I had and struggle that I had. That actually made it that I'm actually not able to be a very big dragon, but what I am right now, which is a itty bitty dragon. I'm still bigger than a whelp. I may be small, but I'm still bigger than a whelp. So this is what I actually went through. That I think I might need to squeeze myself a little bit. Not yet. Alright. So, information about my mortal form that I can briefly just go so you guys can actually see. Before I just go back to the other one. There we go. So, I am from the world of Yeret. There's actually 3 realms in there, and I'm actually from the earthly realms. But I do reside right now in the celestial realm because I'm actually the consort of the Crown Prince Ryuma. So that's why I'm actually in the other realms instead of just being in my own. And that's also why, indirectly, how I actually managed to get to the celestial realm from the earthly realm was by going to the Dragon Gate that actually took me over 100 years. Took me forever, but I'm getting there. So, as for my occupation, I'm generally a writer, but I'm also... I will say scholar for the people that are actually not familiar with the term, but I'm actually a cultivator, so I do martial art, and Mystic Hearts as well. But this is like more, a little bit more complex on the front of speaking about what is a cultivator in some terms, so that's why I usually just default to Scholar for most people to make it simple. Let me just go back to the fishy. We can go to the next slide. As for my design, my design was actually inspired by mostly the Anfus run by ladies from the Weijin dynasty. I also had a little bit of elements of one of my favorite characters, who is currently Shimayi from Dynasty Warrior. And also I did want to have a lot of aspects that are a little bit on the theme of how can I say, on the theme of fish. That's why my I have like fins near my ears, and also all the flowy aspect that I have, and also on the back that is also fin legs. That was like something really important for me when I was actually doing the design, to actually have as many aspects that actually look that I have like a lot of fins and fish-like elements into my design, instead of going directly dragon. Because if you actually eventually look at the Crown Prince and one of our partner, which is actually Anya, they have their own look as well too, that is very, very different compared to mine, that is mostly just fixed onto a fish. And as the Crown Prince, which is actually a dragon, he's actually have like much more like design that is actually showing more the dragon aspect through his clothing and everything. Alright, to the next one. So about me, I do like sweets a lot. I have a sweet tooth despite being a little fish. I also very love winter. Music wise, I do love a lot Haru and Gujan musics. For those that are actually not very familiar with what the instrument are, the Haru, I'm probably pronouncing that very badly, is actually a Chinese violin. And the way that the violin is actually working, I think there's literally 3 cards onto it. While the Guzen, I think, is actually, it's the one that you usually see that is always like very, it's a long piece of wood and then you have like strings onto it. I think there's about 11 strings onto it, and both of them create very, very unique music, and it's very special, and I love that music so much. Otherwise, I do love a lot writing and also cooking. What I do dislike the most is actually summer, so in advance that actually tell you that I'm not gonna be streaming as much during the summer because my body struggled like literally a lot, and like the mental is down, the physic is down. I'm not able to do a lot of streams during summer, so I may be suddenly having to take some break during these times. Now that I actually do have a YouTube channel, I'm actually considering of doing some side project, but that are like not too long. Like I'm still gonna be posting video, but they are gonna be a little bit shorter, less longer than my usual streams that I do on Twitch. So that's gonna be a little bit long. You're still gonna have content compared to this year, but it's gonna be at least a little bit more shorter, but you're still gonna have something to at least watch this time. So that's a little warning in advance. Any summer that's gonna be a little bit crazy like that, because Summer and me, we also have no AC, so I die. The little fish is drying over here. Otherwise, I am also not a big fan of video editing, so as you might have realized from some of my videos already that are on the channel, there's not much editing, or it's literally inexistent for now. So I'm still learning. I never did editing. The last time I did it was about, I do believe it was maybe 20 years ago, if not more. So it's been very, very, very long ago. So I'm gonna be learning. I'm gonna be doing my best. So bear with me until I can actually do a good video and good editing and everything, because it's gonna take a while, and I'm all alone doing all of these videos and everything. So my apologies if nothing is actually as you wish it was. Otherwise, I also very, very hate spicy and or sour food. And by sour, I mean like the very sugary sour like candies, which is also something that I can really bring about the topic of sour and spicy, because on Twitch, if you give me 5 subs, you can actually also force me to do the Wheel of Torment. And the Wheel of Torment technically has the choice of either a spicy snack and or a sour snack. So you actually get to enjoy me struggling a little bit. And that's for each 5 sub. But that's only working on Twitch. Otherwise, my interests are in general esoterics. I do love like anything crystal and stuff like that. My apologies. So yeah, it is esoterics. I like anything crystals. I like anything like ghost related and stuff like that. Pendulum stuff and everything. There's like a lot of stuff in the esotericism topic that I do like a lot. So if you have any interest in that, just let me know. I am gonna be talking of that probably at some point on the stream. So we're gonna see how it's gonna go, but that's a possibility. Otherwise, one thing that is a little bit obvious considering my look and everything, I am a big fan of C-drama, so Chinese drama. I don't know why I went with Korea. I'm so stressed right now. Otherwise, I do love video games, of course. I do love some anime, a little bit less than before, but still, I do like anime in general too. I do enjoy photography a lot, especially the sky photography. That's what I enjoy the most. So sometime you will see on my social media, I'm gonna be posting some picture of sky that are like very, very beautiful that I actually took myself. Well, that's a possibility that to happen. I used to be cosplay photography, but now I'm mostly doing sky picture for now. Otherwise, another hobby of mine is actually doing ghost tracking. I'm not as active as I used to be, but I do have a little bit of experience, so there's a possibility that on the stream sometime we're gonna be also doing some, I like to call that the ghost debunking. By that, it's mostly just watching ghost videos and trying to just like find if it is flaw and stuff like that. Mostly because I personally, when I do my investigation, because I do not hunt a ghost, I track, I investigate, and I respect the ghost at every time. So that's my big difference of some other people that just say like, oh, I'm ghost tracking, ghost hunting and stuff like that. I am not hunting. I want the ghost to be comfortable, and I want to be comfortable, so that's why. So we're gonna be talking a lot about that. I may at some point even do some live camera, so you guys will be able to see what the actual item you see in Phasmophobia actually look in real life, and how they may actually be reacting. So that's a possibility that you see that on the server, not on the server, but I mean on Twitch and or on YouTube here as a compilation video. We will see how the fate's gonna bring us at some point, but this is a possibility that we can actually do this. And all of the things that I actually spoke in my interest is a possibility that you see that as well into the stream. So my favorite anime, I'm very not active recently in the most recent anime, but from what I actually did like a lot watching back then, I did like to watch Makai Uji and also Bungo Stray Dogs. As for my favorite Chinese drama and or movie, I do love a lot Untamed. I also love Fang of Fortune as well. These are Fang of Fortune and a little bit of Untamed are a big inspiration for me, for my design and also my lore and a bunch of stuff like that. So you may see and kind of find stuff that are like reminding you of that. It's totally normal on the same topic as well. There's a Netflix film. It's not the silly one, it's this very serious version of that movie, which is the Yin Yang Master Dream of Eternity. This one is the sad and serious one, not the one that has a little ogre that is in red. I say that because every time someone says Yin Yang Master, they actually default to the other one that was on Netflix. And it's not that one, it's the other one. But that is also another one that I got also inspired as well for my lore and also for design and stuff like that. That's one of my favorite game for over 20 years, if not more now. I have always been a big fan of Dynasty Warriors, Samurai Warriors, and Orochi Warriors, so of course if you start talking about that in chat, I'm gonna be yapping for you for hours because I'm nerd with that. I love that a lot. Otherwise, I do love a lot of Yakuza. My previous model was in fact a Yakuza Vtuber model, and now I'm currently a cultivator model. So, but to be back on the topic of Yakuza, like anything from the series Yakuza, I do love that a lot. So that's another possibility of seeing that on the stream as well. I do love a lot of retro, and of course my precious baby is Zelda: Link to the Past. I learned my English thanks to this game, so and I realized that I put a typo, so just ignore the typo. And otherwise, on the little bit of silliness, shooting and everything, there's of course Left 4 Dead, one of my favorite co-op game, and I have like a lot of hours onto it and I love it so much. I'm not good at it, but I'm having fun a lot. Alright, up to the other one. So thing that I want to put on stream and or on YouTube video, of course, is gonna be game. But as a fan of games, I don't want to just like do one stream and be done with the game. I'm sadly someone that is a completionist. So that actually means that if I play game, I'm gonna be trying my best to finish the game, unless the game is actually making me like rage and really not have fun anymore. And if even you guys actually do not have fun something, that's another possibility that I literally just drop the game because it's not good. So that's pretty much for game wise. We're gonna be playing them. It's gonna be retro, it's gonna be recent, it's gonna be indies. I'm open for anything. If you're a creator of games and you have a demo that you actually want someone to actually test and stuff like that, I'm open for that. I love testing. I love actually giving like feedback onto it. So if you're interested in that, that's what's gonna be on the stream. I'm a gamer first before a content creator. Otherwise, there of course gonna be time that I may actually talk a little bit about esoteric topics in general. So that may be actually something that you may see on the stream sometime. And yeah, that's pretty much that. And there's a drag, I spoke a little bit about it earlier. The ghost video debunking, as I was also talking, it's gonna be another thing that I may actually be doing on that video. Another thing I wanted to also do is discovering entities as well. So if you have like a monster that is like popular in your folklore in your country or something like that, don't be shy to go onto our Discord and just share it about me. Share it with me, not about me. So I can actually like learn about it and also make other people learn about it. However, my priority is mostly folklore, like something that was existing into like stories that are like very, very old and stuff like that, before having to go into the other one that I can't remember the term of the thing, CSP, something like that. Like it's a special group that had like some creature that have been created recently and stuff like that. I'm not going straight to that. I want something that is like more traditional first, and once we actually run out of these, we're gonna be going to that. And it's not gonna be just focus on just a region in particular. So if you have something that is Chinese, give it to me. If you have something that is actually from Guam, don't be shy, I can take that. If you have something Japanese, if you have something from England, just bring all that to me and we're gonna be discussing, discovering, and sometimes sadly make fun a little bit of the dog being like, oh my, that's a very silly fish over there, huh? And stuff like that. So that's the possibilities that we're gonna be doing and trying to learn as well. Otherwise, I may sometime do some writing streams. For example, I may actually ask you guys to choose a topic for me, and I'm gonna be trying to make a little story like live on the stream, so we can actually just test a little bit my creativity and stuff like that. So that's a possibility. Of course, we're gonna be having community games nights as well. That's another possibility of having that. They may be live, they may not be live. It's gonna be depending on how we actually feel. We may actually have a little bit of movies as well, but these are gonna be also offline. Otherwise, game I want to play, I never touched the Neo series, but I do kind of want to try that. The Ninja Gaiden series, I also want to touch that. I only tried the old one and I suffer a lot. And I do want to at some point try the most recent one, the new recent that is actually side-scrolling, and also the other one that is in 3D that got out for a little while ago as well too. And of course, Dynasty Warrior series, like Dynasty Samurai Orochi, as I was saying earlier, they are going to be back. Retro games, I want to try Wukong, hence the price is actually a little bit more reasonable. I also want to do a little bit more of Yakuza when they actually show up. They may be live, they may not be live, they may just be played and just put straight onto YouTube. It's gonna be depending on how my workload is and when I actually do want to play these games and what's not. So we're gonna be I'm still like learning on what I want to do, what I'm not sure what I want to do and stuff like that. So as we are all building, the content may actually change. So that's a possibility. Otherwise, and lastly, things I will not do. I am not a fan of horror game. I have a deep hatred for any mannequin, which is one of my big issues because I struggle with these. Anything that is way too dark and have like way too much jump scare. So that means Phasmophobia is out of it. I might tolerate maybe Resident Evil. I'm not a big fan of the series. Silent Hill, I'm very tempted because of a specific fox guy, but I'm not gonna say more because spoilers. But yeah, unless it's something that is like your character is kind of far away from the screen, and but anything like Five Nights at Freddy's is not something I'm gonna be doing. I may do like Lethal because it's not as spooky, at least to me, compared to other things. And like Lethal Repo is something I can actually, and it's the kind of spooky I can endure, but not the full horror. It's not gonna be that. So if it was something you guys wanted to have into this server, it's not something that is gonna be happening. As for the retro game, as I was saying earlier, I'm also like anything like from the original Nintendo up to like Super Nintendo, Genesis, and full on over that. As long as I can actually play the game onto the PC and or I can actually just show the game onto the computer, I will actually doing my best on that. But yeah, no horror games. So yeah, I hope that you guys actually like the demo. Let's just change it to my farmer farms. There we go. So I hope that you guys actually did enjoy my video. It's a little bit long for an introduction. I'm very sorry in advance. I wanted to make it a little bit more shorter than the original that is actually posted in the VODs. So that's why we have a little version that is a little bit shorter. So thank you very much if you actually stay all the whole time that we're actually here. If you haven't done it right now on YouTube, please follow. Please click on the subscribe button. You're gonna have any information of any new video that I actually have. And thank you very much. I appreciate you guys' support. It's wonderful to actually see the likes and also see all the views that you guys actually give to this very silly little fish. So thank you very much and goodbye. Hopefully we see each other on Twitch and or on other video on here. Bye bye.